What's going on, everyone? So yesterday I made a video, no mic, right? So the mic was off yesterday. Apologize for that. But what we are looking at is an intraday look at the S&P 500. Current stock price or index price is $392 and around 60 cents. It is currently 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So what I'm actually looking at here, we did lose the pre-market lows here off this second hour candle of the day, this 7 a.m. Candle here. Right. So if we kind of look at where the first hour's candle lows are, that price was sitting at around 391.96. We can look at the pre-market lows sitting at around 391.81, somewhere in that vicinity. So this was a fantastic little short play that could have been taken. I would have liked to scoop up some of these profits down here at this lower Bollinger Band and then kind of held the runner to see where exactly we put in that low. But as soon as we either A, get back over the Bollinger Band or the 5-day moving average, we would have to exit that potential trade. Now we did consolidate for 2 hours here before getting this spike. We were initially rejected just about an hour ago within the last hour off the 20-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. So currently building. One thing that I do kind of want to point out, and I did mention this in Discord, there will be a potential long scalp setup that you can take over 393.15. Okay, reason being, over 393.15 kind of gets us back over a lot of this consolidation from the pre-market. Also changes the trend from a downtrend to now trying to at least make an attempt at reversing over the 20 SMA. Now, over this 393 spot, we do have a clear path into 394. So just kind of keep in mind, depending on your position sizing, if and when we do confirm, you are going to want to treat this as a scalp. Technically, this S&P 500 is trading below its 50-day moving average. Anytime we're trading below the 50-day moving average, anything to the long side is nothing more than a pure scalp, and we're kind of just waiting for that continuation confirmation to the downside, right? If we get back over the 50-day moving average on a daily time frame, then that kind of bias and sentiment changes to where we're going to be buying stocks more long and looking to just ignore the intraday pullbacks. But that doesn't mean that we can't take part in a potential scalp in a day trade when the market is giving us some momentum. So currently right now, just down about $2.50, pretty much flat, right? We're not down a whole percentage point here. We're not down, we're not in the green. But if we do, with the last 2 hours of the day, somehow try to get the bulls to wake up and they get confirmation over 393.15, this would be a potential scalp that I'm interested in taking here. I'll probably play the SPX just due to the fact that you can make a, you can play the SPY the same way. You just have to take more contracts. But the SPX can really move, $2, $3, $4 in your favor, and those contracts really start to jump. If you're playing something like the SPY, maybe the equivalent of like 8 to 12 contracts will do it. But what I'm trying to see here and trying to see exactly what we can get out of the bulls here is if we can get this break. We got this initial break last hour here. All we're kind of waiting to do is look at the price action here and see if we can take this out. And then at that point in time, guys, there's no 100% definite answer that this is going to go. But what we have to do is push our risk to the center of the table, manage it correctly. If we do make a push over the 393.15 area, maybe go up 20 cents and then retrace and then lose the 20-day moving average, that's your stop, right? So again, if you can only make, maybe a couple of trades, or maybe you only have like $1,000 account, I wouldn't recommend to try to get in on every single one of these moves going long, going short. I would wait for more macro setups. Your macro setup, realistically, just based on the hourly chart and what it looks like, is a short setup below 390. I would like to see the SPY get over 396. Over 396 has room to 398. That might be a potential trade. Now, this potential trade on the hourly over the 20 could have potential for a swing. And what I mean by that is if we get over 393.15 and let's say we close the day somewhere close to around 394, any sort of pullback that holds this 20-day moving average and doesn't lose it is still a hold long, okay? So we can potentially hold that long over 393 with an expectation to try to clean up some profits here at 394 and then try to clean up more profits at 396. Now, if we get into this channel level here, into this zone, and then we lose the 20-day moving average, well, now I don't want to be sitting long. I actually want to get out of that trade, and you can actually take your opportunity to try to short this to the downside and then use the 20 SMA as your stop, okay, if it reverses. Now, your macro flush is 390. We are continuing to push here. testing and challenging the 20 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. Keep an eye on this 393.14. I'm going to end this video here so I can get it uploaded, so maybe you guys can catch this move if it takes place. Make sure to join the Discord. That link is down in the description box below.